Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Okay, in the last episode we planned this awesome airport over here, which will take ages to get built, and we have made a little bit of progress over at the new city, which I think I'll name in this episode. I've got an awesome idea. Well, I think it's awesome. You might disagree and put it in the comments. We are struggling to get the appropriate amount of workers here. So, and this actually did drop off people, but not sufficiently so. Is there, so why wouldn't we get any more workers here? We are maxing this thing out. Is it government loyalty? Might be government loyalty. Let's drop that down to 50%. Just get a little bit more aggressive with that. Do we have a full complement of workers coming through here? Not quite, but a reasonable amount. Happiness is starting to go up again. I just want to see whether we can get a few more workers in here. That really is the plan. I want mostly workers to come this way. So that's going to come up a little bit more. I need this thing to have way more workers. So where's the next bus? It's on the way. How many workers? Only 16 workers. Yeah. We really would prefer to predominantly use prison staff or prison workers in here. Yeah, that's fully loaded now. So presumably there'll only be maybe one or two heading that way, and the rest will all make their way this way. Excellent. That's coming up a little bit more now. So let's keep that going. Now, it does seem like we are starting to struggle a little bit with the court system. So the court is struggling. I can just, let's just up this. I think I'll just open this one up so we can have tons more workers make use of that. I think that might help this out a little bit. Other than that, I think our police stations are covering things a fair bit. So maybe I just needed to up this one a little bit more. And now hopefully we'll make our way through everything here. We've got like 30 judges doing it. Does that mean we've got 30 of these things underway at any given moment? Anyway, I just hope we get through these trials fairly quickly. Yeah, we are moving through them fairly quickly. I'd rather have too many people here working these things than the other way around, to be honest. Excellent, there's a bunch done. We are moving through them fairly quickly. Hopefully these 30 judges can quite comfortably get through all of this. Yeah, I think we've got a fair bit of capacity, and anything will go straight in there. Excellent. I think we caught that before it became a bit of a problem over here. Do we have resourcing shortages in any of these other ones? The hospital? Well, I don't think the hospital is a big issue for us, but certainly we can continue to have a look at these items. Okay, that's good. So maybe no need for us to build yet another courthouse. At the moment, I think we're going to get through these things fairly promptly. That should just be whatever happened over here. There's been a comment suggesting that we should do a bypass. Now, I'm not against it. A bypass may be a pretty good idea, actually. But I'm a little cautious because we don't really have access from that direction into the bypass. So, and I think we're kind of holding them fairly. You know what? I could maybe add some extra signals in here. Do a little something like that on the one side at least, so try and move them through a little quicker, picking up people for us and heading straight back out. That guy is doing the same. This guy should be, yeah, everybody's just doing their thing. Hopefully that does do okay. Now, I did pick up at the end of the last episode that we actually weren't getting any tourists to come in. And if I quickly have a look at this, what was so tourists, if we go to last month, it was very low. And I think it's because the tourist train, I did electrify this now in the meantime. I think the tourist train, because it was routing through here, we ended up having a bit of an issue there. And I think the demand for tourists ended up kind of moving away. So if you have a look at this train now, it's on its way to this station. It's got no tourists on board, but yet the border post, if I open the border post. Here you can see there is in fact tourists available. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, I'm just going to, instead of go there, I'm just going to, let's leave that be. Let's not go in there anymore. Now that I've done this, I can go ahead, delete that one, save that there. Now it will actually run that way, and hopefully that means we will now get tourists. So the bypass in the end was a little bit necessary because the demand for tourists seemed to leave if this is the station it's going to. It doesn't actually seems to. So I'm quite keen to see whether this tourist train now does its thing. So actually, let's take a bit of a ride on it. We barely ever take rides on these things. Let's clear some of these messages while we're at it. Okay, and we move along. Excellent. I like these little trains. They're pretty cool. Yeah, our network isn't too busy over here. I think since moving some of the other trains, so some of the coal trains to the other border post and moving the coal workers around the back, the longer way around with faster trains, I think this is working much better now. The idea is really that we want to see whether we're loading up. So let's see what that does for us. We should now be loading up with tourists. Excellent. We've got our tourists on board. Okay, so at least that is working. Now, why? Oh, yes, you did find your way. Excellent. Good stuff. I'm happy to see that. Now, let's move along over here and see how things are progressing. Oh, okay. Potentially we're in a position to maybe start using this if we go a little bit more aggressively on building some of these other bits and pieces. So I don't mind some of these areas. Okay, so what I'll do, that's already built. So what we can do is let's tie that one in. We'll tie that one in over there, and we'll see about making a bit of a start on some of this. Oh, even this one. So, okay, what we'll need to do now... Oh, none of this is actually... Well, we don't need that just yet. So what we do, in fact, need is to try and get this stuff built. So let's get that assigned. So let's see about getting maybe, say, Kayoski to come and work on this guy. Yeah, and maybe all of this, really. Let's just get Kayoski to come and work on all of those. We do need to, of course, bring in some stuff here. Ooh. Do I not have a... Let's have a quick look. I think I might be missing something like this. And, of course, with our rail connection through here, that's a bit of a bummer, really. Because now we don't have anything to unload here. Okay, that means... Wow, I did not see this coming. I did not see this coming. I will have to make a plan here because this won't actually work unless I... Unless we do something like this, which there's no room for now. Okay, well, that is a bummer. These guys go straight through there. So really, if I wanted to do now, I'll have to run it along the other way, which I'm not opposed to, right? It's not ideal, but I'm not opposed to it. So I think all this planning of this thing here is not actually going to work in this location. So I'd rather not do it that way. We do need to find something that does, in fact, work here. So we will need to basically run it up here. That's okay. We will make a start. Something like that. Come on. And now what we'll need to do is we'll need to that's actually pretty good. That's okay. Try and get this one to... Come on. Go straight out of there and then... Okay, tie in like that. And what we'll do is we'll just do... Actually, let's do that. Give it a little bit more room. Similar to this, I might just redo that one just a tad. Oh, come on. Find yourself something that works. Yep. Just so that we have enough room to sort that out. But I think that's going to be okay, ultimately. And then we'll just loop it around on the other side. So that's going to help us out. So at least we'll get this thing to work. Otherwise, we may find ourselves in a little bit of a bind here. Just do... I think that's going to be sufficient, right? It doesn't go... Yeah, we're definitely not going to squeeze anything through here. So let's just do that. We'll hopefully make that work. And similarly, we could even do two so they go a little quicker. Yeah, I think that's fine. So we can unload in like lickety-split timing. That would be great. So that's good. So that's at least set up now. So now things will start happening over here. Okay, Oski's starting to move in here, getting everything done. So let's just see about... So okay, Oski's working on all of that. What else can we get? Can we get Zacto to come and do any of this? Yeah, let's just assign. Now, all of that will need a little bit of power here. Power, is that power or is that water? That's a water substation. We haven't actually powered any of this up yet. So we'll still have to have a bit of a look at that. This guy will be looping around that way. These guys are doing a reasonable job. There's plenty to construct at the moment. I'm happy to see this is happening. Look at that. All of these cranes doing their thing in the middle of the station there. These guys are building their way. Yeah? Can you please not do that? You can, I'm sure you can find your way. Where are you trying to go? You want to go here? 1304. No, unfinished rail. Where is this guy? Is it that one? So what? Unfinished railroad? Which one is it? It seems to be suggesting it's that one, isn't it? So it does look like it's this one. So let's just say forget about that and just move your way through there. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, excellent. Good. So this is looking good. We can even potentially start looking at further construction. Let's get the Zactograd crews to come and do the rest of their little pathways here. Actually pretty good. Now we can also start to tie this in, really. Yeah, so that should work, and we'll also do a little bit of this. We'll get that assigned, and we'll get just get all the Zactograd guys to come and build their little road sections here. That's pretty cool to get, just get all of this stuff done. That would be awesome if we can make a little bit of progress here. Is this done? This has in fact been done. So for the time being, we'll just leave it as is, but that's good. So that means now we just need to get our rail over here, and then we need to focus on getting the rest of the rail done on this side, focusing, of course, on getting this one moving. Can we get some construction assigned over here? Let's do that. Get Kowski in here as well. Let's just get everybody assigned on the stuff that we find important to get done. I'm happy with these ones that they are up and well, no, not up and running, but ready to go really. But it's going to take a little bit of time and effort to get us there. I am building some of these road sections. Now, one of the things that I was wondering, well, we've already built it here, so let's just leave it there. That's okay. And yes, there we go. So health is okay. Happiness is starting to come back up. Money is looking pretty suave. Let's have a quick look, actually. What are we exporting at the moment? Electronics, alcohol, coal, fuel, mechanical components. Oh, I've reactivated this selling of mechanical components, clothing and food and oil. So less food these days. So I just need to make sure that we are in fact maintaining reasonable food supplies here, and it's looking pretty good, really. Oh, this thing is all sorted out. You know what? I'm just going to put you back because as they start harvesting this, we would like to at least have some place for them to actually drop that off. We can't afford to not have a place for them to drop those off. But that's okay. That's kind of the idea with some of these setups. But we do want to make sure that we are still using our own resources as best we can. Excellent. Now let's come back here. So we do move a fair bit of coal through here. Is that empty? No, it's not empty. It's full. Excellent. We do move a fair bit of that through, so that's good. Yeah, these have minuscule amounts of workers here. Yeah. Okay. So we are moving a little bit of stuff here. That's good. That is very good. Slow and steady, really, at the moment. I do kind of wonder whether we have the ability to move things through here a little quicker. Oh, that's done. Excellent. I like that. That's cool. So that's our bridge. Excellent. Oh, and I'll name the city quickly. I'll name the city. So I've got an interesting idea with regards to the city name. I'm going to place it right here so we cover the most of this, really. Give me my city naming area. So this one there. Let's do it probably somewhere like that should be sufficient. And it is going to be called, right? It is going to be called Avocado. Yeah, as a change to it's a variant of chaos, right? Havoc. So I think that's a pretty cool one. And then this over here, does it have a name? Oh, there is its name here. Let's grab that. And this one will be called Havoc Steel. Havoc Steel. Here we go. Ultimately, Havoc Steel. Havoc Rod. Can we delete that one? Nope, we cannot. We can probably delete this one, I think. Yes, excellent. Can we delete that one? Yes, good. So Havoc Rod and Havoc Steel over here. And then hopefully, as time goes on, we'll find a name for that. So let me know what you think of that. And if you have any other variants for the word chaos, let me know, and we might call the next city that. Okay, excellent. Now, over here, we want to make sure that we provide reasonable amounts of walking distance, distance apartment buildings. So let's get some more apartment buildings. We might go with stuff that's a little bit, well, actually these. Let's grab a couple of these. I don't mind them. They look reasonable. Now, I do like putting them on an angle so it doesn't look too crazy, but sometimes we can have something like this. At the angle, of course, you don't have issues with it not properly aligning with the road. So let's do that, and then what I'll do that. Oh, actually, we want to do it this way. So then we'll do one there and one here. So that should be good. That gives us a little bit more people. That's another 1,000 people over there. So I like that idea. So we've got 2,000 here, just under 2,000 there, 1,600 or 1,800 or something. We've got another 1,000 here, and then let's find another piece. We could even do... We line it up like that, right? I like that. I want to line it up. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's a good little block. That's a good little block there. So that's now 1,500. So that's about 1,500. That's about 1,500. Very close here. We may need to expand some other bits and pieces for us. We can definitely do some stuff in here, but maybe there's more utilities running through here that we just need to be mindful of. I also don't want to make... I want to make sure we're not filling everywhere. Now, what I'll also do is let's build another few things in here. Ooh, where's this at? I think this is probably sorted out, to be honest. Let's quickly have a look. Who's working on what? Oh, that's done in terms of the tunnels. And this is still a bit of tunneling going on over here. But I think this guy's probably on his way. Yeah, it's on its way back. So let's get it back home. So we can see it moving in a little bit more. Here we go, some track builders doing their thing. I wouldn't mind getting this up and running fairly quickly. Excellent. We've got much better numbers here now. One of the things that I'm a little cautious about. Let's have a quick look through our prisoners here. So this guy is halfway through, and what's his... Ooh, lots of criminality going on there. Lots of criminality. So definitely you need to continue your journey there. Still a bit of criminality there, but you're probably going to be all sorted out. Wow, 99% criminality? No, you have to kind of live your life in prison. 7% criminality, you should maybe get that through that. So we're seeing everybody in prison still has criminality with them. So maybe, I am wondering whether we should be upping our numbers a little bit, because we see everybody still has criminality. So let's go up to 1.2 there. We'll give up to 2.6, and we go up a little bit more for serious crimes. Okay, so we'll do that. But I think that also means we will have to build another prison. If I look, crime and justice, prisons. So that one takes 210 visitors. It's not called visitors. That's 90, that's 180. What's the size of this thing? Ooh, I like it. It kind of looks like a prison. Now, we can certainly build another one here. Now, the problem is, however, we don't necessarily have tons of workers ready to go to work in the prison. And look at that. Our unemployment is not something that's helping us. But we should be able to actually fill up another prison. There's a few people due to low education. Where is that actually? Can we... Let's have a look here. So if we pause it while we're here, we should be able to get some stats. I think that's looking reasonable. Can we find out anything around unemployment here? There's 300 unemployed workers in this area. So the question is, do we try and do... Well, we don't have a proper bus connection over here. I do like the idea of stacking prisons over here instead. So maybe that's something we should do. Now, if I were to build a bit of a road over here... Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So let's make a start on that one. Can we get Moderate to come and build this one for us? Thank you. We should have everybody. I've called this Zactograd East, so we can start working on some of these things. And then I'm thinking another prison complex over here to double up our space would be okay. So let's find it. We could even, yeah, we might do it right next to it. Let's build another prison. I think it's important we maintain it, and because it's in this very location here, I think we will be trying to okay, if we flip it around. Oh yeah. I like that. It will have everything apart from water. Oh, hang on. Okay, let's see. Can we... it's got water. It's just right under that line. So that's fine. I'm going to build it right on top of the other one, like so. And what we'll do is we will... Come on, if we trim it back a tad, yeah, that should work. Now we should be able to make it work. Beautiful, I like that. Let's get that going. Let's get Moderate onto this assignment here, so that we ultimately build the extra prison there. I think we need an extra prison, and the two of them right next to each other in this setup looks fairly reasonable. So we'll kind of call the one maximum security and the other one not. I don't think we can make any differentiations here. Ooh, hang on. This is, they're coming out with more criminality than not. Ah. So how do we... That's interesting. How do we drop their criminality? Wow. We're definitely not feeding them alcohol. Enthusiasm for sport. Ooh, that, well, still not quite reasonable. Anti-religious propaganda. Really? So we're not actively resulting upbringing. That's just interesting. I'm a little perplexed by this. So let's move over to cultural enjoyment again. So plus 3% criminality from being in prison. Soviet propaganda, plus 3% criminality. Preference for alcohol, enthusiasm for sport, plus 3%. Anti-religious propaganda, plus 3%. So really... So let's start off with cultural enjoyment. Let's try and see if we can get some happiness moving on here. It does drop this a fair bit. Maybe if we up that a tad, does that make any difference? Not really at the moment. A little bit of Soviet propaganda might be okay. And then a little bit of enthusiasm for sport. Something like that. Is that, yeah, reasonable? Wow. This is really not great. So anyway, the prison thing is becoming a little bit of an issue then. We definitely need to have a look at that. Is this thing getting through them? Excellent. So we're getting people into prison fairly quickly. Now the question is, how do we deal with criminality? Can we have a bit of a look? Our money is looking awesome. Can we have a bit of a look? If we have to look at criminality, doesn't actually tell us what drives up criminality, and maybe that's this thing, right? So if we don't have enough, they are saying stuff about this, right? And so we've got more children in care than we can accommodate. And so the question really is, and then apparently they grow up to be criminals? Is that it? But they are saying no, not real criminality, right? There's no real criminality here. So they should be okay, right? They don't come out as criminals. So I do wonder about the whole criminality thing. If you have a little bit more insight into how the criminality mechanics work and when criminality rises and when it falls, please do let me know. I thought I'm giving everybody everything they want and needed, but maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm missing out on some critical elements. Oh, one of the things that we are potentially missing in this area is secret police. So maybe let's add some secret police here. Secret police, and we'll just do Yeah, secret police in this area here would be reasonable. I do like it right there in that it looks really good in that spot there. So let's do secret police station over there. We should be able to get workers to get to it. Let's do that. We'll get us a bit of movement there. We can also be sure to tie that in and get that assigned at the same time. Now, okay, all good. So that's moving along. Now, one of the things I thought we could do, because there's a lot happening and we're not actually making too much progress here, we just need to keep an eye on all of this and make sure everything is in fact busy doing their thing. And let's just double check. There's so much utilities running through here. It kind of makes me wonder. Oh, this still needs to be built. These are all waiting on being finalized. What am I missing? Should this be tunneling? This should be tunneling. So let's get the tunnel bore machine on the way here. Give me the tunnel bore machine. Make a start over here. I believe he should be coming straight out. Train is waiting for too long. We'll have to have a quick look at that. Yeah, there comes the tunnel bore machine. Give me this guy so I can just see where this is at. Above ground. Yes. Oh, you're heading in the wrong direction. Well, maybe not quite. Well, what we'll do is we'll grab you. We'll give you a lease on life to go through that way. This is obviously slow going. Let's delete all of this. Let's quickly pop in over this area and see how this is going. Ooh, kind of getting there, but I think now these aren't actually assigned. But if we can just get one section completed, I'm happy that we've got the basics that we need in terms of access and the ability to actually start exporting stuff. Now, of course, what we have now is the ability to actually do our one-way setups here. So let's run a one-way in that way, a one-way out that way, all the way around. Here we go. That's one way that way. That's one way this way. Excellent. And that way. Over there. Over there. We're missing a section. Come on. There. And up to the bridge. We'll cut across the bridge. All the way in there. So now let's go back in the other direction. All the way to the bridge. Cross the bridge. And then we'll make a move. So we've got something that's stopped working there. Up to there. Up to there. And I think we're now, yeah, almost, and up to there. There we go. Our one way all the way to this border post. So that's pretty awesome. I wanted to do, okay, let's actually get that underway here quickly. I remember I wanted to have a bit of a look at this. Ooh, it's actually gonna... I don't mind that. This one. Oh. That's okay. I think that's reasonable. So we'll switch that on, get that working. And what we'll do is I think this side is probably the easiest side for us to build something. So let's get a little bit of road connection out over here, and that's where we'll place our facilities. Yeah, we'll get a little bit of facilities going on in this general spot here. I think I'll actually like that as a bit of a turnaround in that area. It's looking reasonable. We will need to assign someone to actually get that built, though. We'll get the helicopters to come in here, and we'll get other guys to do that. And of course, we'll have to tie them in like that so that they can actually turn around and go back in the other direction. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, that was a bit of a sneeze. Slowly we're getting stuff built here, but yeah, I don't know whether we can get stuff in here. So, oh, look at that. This is actually moving along at a pretty reasonable pace. And so what I will do is get this to start working. We do need to start running at least these through here. So what are we after? We're after so what I would like to do is I would like to suspend the construction there and suspend the construction on this one, and that will keep going. I will also suspend this construction and suspend that construction so that if I get these guys to come in, they go straight into this area. And what I'll also do is I'll suspend that construction so it's running straight into the middle of this one, and then we'll see about how it runs through straight through there. Perfect. So let me get that assigned quickly. And then I'm kind of wondering whether I should work on another town on a border post somewhere. Kowalski isn't doing much in terms of the road building at the moment. And we've only got a single piece assigned there. So what we can quite comfortably do is make a move. No, not on this one. All the way over here. Please come in and do that. So that should hopefully get some traction. We could probably do something over here, but I'd rather not mess up too much. This is actually done. I love it. So what is this? This is going to be coal. Store item coal here. Okay, so we need to bring coal into this area. These are getting done. So we aren't too far away from being able to activate the power over here, but it will take a little bit more effort to get us there. These are all looking good. I could probably have a bit of a look and a little bit of a play around with our paths on this side. So one of the things is I want to do this, and I want to do that. And then I want to do this, and then we'll see. Can we? Yeah, we can do that. So let's leave that in. Let's leave that be. We'll run it down here again, and what we'll do there. So I want to do fairly reasonably sized like blocks, right? So if we do, just run that down there. Okay, so if we do this, yeah, that's what I'm after. And we'll run at there, so that's all good. Similarly, we'll and that one there, we'll get it all the way this way, and we'll go through there. There we go. So now we'll start it off by getting that loop done potentially. It's not connected to the road network, so we'll get ourselves the helicopters to come in and sort these guys out. That should be fairly quick, and then we can tie in the rest. But we'll start getting these things done just ever so slightly. Yeah, look at this. Moving along pretty nicely for some of it, actually. Okay, so that's good. Now, if we head on, let's have a quick look at what our plans look like. So we still want to do some nuclear stuff over here, and I thought we may be able to set up a little bit more city over here. We could, but we don't have dollars, so forget about anything happening in this general area here. We'll start exporting stuff in dollars fairly soon, I think, and then we'll start moving through there. But what we can do is set up a bit of a town, which is probably in this area right there, to be very honest with you. So let's fly on over there, see if we can't plan out a little bit of a city in this area. Okay, so this is a bit of a mess for us at the moment. because we don't have everything we need to be able to build the other one again. This is crazy. Okay, so let's find. So we'll have to get a few of the free ones. I believe we should have free ones available. Construction offices. Free construction offices. Can do 2. That should probably be okay. So let's do them over here. Okay, and then we need to figure out what we're missing. We'll just do that and that. So the parallel series, everybody has kind of been talking about that they're liking the idea of the parallel series. So I think that's pretty good. We are missing dumpers. We've got open hull. We've got a covered hull. We've got buses. We've got cranes. We've got rollers. We've got excavators. Oh, these are excavators. That's 1 excavator there, 2 excavators. So that's good. So really what we're missing here is, sorry, just quickly going to buy concrete mixers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the other side, I'm going to buy dumpers. I'm going to go back to the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now this side is it's just going to go and get it. Just go and get it over there. Whatever you need. You don't have anything else that you can pick up. And you're going to go and do the same thing. Go and get it over there so we don't burden it too much. Once they're here, we'll make sure to continue the construction, and we'll get all of this to start working. Oh, do we have everything assigned? Yeah, everything is assigned there, so that should be fine. So hopefully we'll get that built pretty quickly, and then we can move these things in here again and optimize ourselves a little bit, and then start planning out our city. Now, the parallel series is, everybody seems to be thinking that's a good idea. Now, I'm pretty keen for the parallel series that we, instead of doing the realistic mode playthrough, that we actually do a bit more insta-build stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do here now is let's do that. Find ourselves something that works here. I like that idea. And then what I want to do, just going to sort this out for us here. Okay, so bring me that is to actually then instead do a bit more insta build instead of doing the realistic mode thing, just because it's becoming a little bit of a challenge for us to deal with. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this one off. There we go. Do that. You can move your way down there. Come on, get that one out of the way, and then we'll do that. So that we just want to maneuver this around a little bit better. So that we can actually run this into the direction of the mountain as we kind of had planned in the past. And you just do a little bit of this. Okay, sorry, I'm a little bit all over the show at the moment. So let's kind of continue with this. Okay, actually, we are supposed to be heading off into this direction, so we need to put a bit of a curve in there. Now, so we'll trim that back again, right to there and there. Now let's put a sweeping curve in that needs to go up here, really. So we'll go back even more. Okay, so let's do sweeping curve there. Okay, I think something like that should be reasonable. That's fine. And we'll do a little bit of this and we'll get that tied in there. Okay, there we go. So that's kind of going to be how we're going to do this. So we'll go around this, and this will be our town in this area. rail access. I don't know if that's going to be a thing for us, so we'll have to keep an eye on what we can do here. Now, before I continue, let me quickly finish my thought around the parallel series. So the parallel series, I'm getting a little bit of, I mean, it's just, I love the concept of the realistic mode, right? It's absolutely great fun to play it and to kind of having to build everything up to a certain level in order to get things to move along. But it takes an enormous amount of time, and I'm not in the mood to have yet another series run as delayed as that is. So what I'm going to do is the two things that I think I'm going to change for that is, at least initially, I'm going to go ahead and run insta build. Maybe as we get critical mass, we might move over to a bit more building everything ourselves. But I'm definitely planning on doing realistic mode. Well, I'm not doing realistic mode from the start so that we can get things done a little quicker. So we can insta-build a few things, get our first towns up and running, and get our first industries up and running. So that's the one thing. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to stop playing with seasons, because that slows things down tremendously again. Every year, takes an age to get through there. So we're going to just think about this, the next town or the next playthrough, the Republic being in a more temperate zone where you actually don't get the snowfall and things like that. We'll still do all the other stuff. We'll still do energy, and we'll still do fuel, and we'll still do water and sewage, and then we'll obviously add the trash and the maintenance and all those kind of things that's coming in the next update. But we're going to remove the snowfall and the seasons component of it. Okay, now that we've got this sorted out, let's have a bit of a look at what we can do about our new town. Yeah, so we'll leave it there. Now we do need to provide ourselves access. There's access there. This could ultimately, we'll just give it access this way. Okay, this is done. So what I'll do is let's move all of these guys to here, and we'll move all of those guys to there. And what we'll do is we'll just say, please go and get your stuff at this one, which is just the other border post. So we'll go get your stuff over there, and then we can clear these out, and we should be fine. And we can even put in some more if we need some more. Now, what I'll do is let's demolish these. Like there. Ooh, I hate it when I see stuff like that. Exactly, central electricity problem. Yeah, it's I know where that problem comes from. We'll leave it there for the time being. We'll come back. No, don't do that. No. There we go. That's what I want to get rid of. Now, we should now be able to build a little bit of a town if we wanted to. Now, one of the things I'm keen on is, can we just want to provide us with multiple access points here, and even up there, to be honest. Now that I've got that, we can do this, and that should provide. So even if we are starting to build some connections here, so let's get these things sorted out. Let's make a start on them. Will these assign? They will. Excellent. Should we get a few more dumpers? I'm kind of tempted to get at least 4 more dumpers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll do the same thing with the concrete mixers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whether we need... Actually, I don't think we need as many concrete mixers, but that's okay. And so what I think we'll do is, first part of our planning is we'll run a road in there. So that'll be one road. I'm kind of tempted whether we do a road connection directly from over here. Actually, it might work to do that kind of thing. So let's do that. Is it in the right spot? I don't think so. Let's clear that out. We'll do a little bit of this. Let's find ourselves a road that runs straight through there. We'll even tie it in on the other side. Okay. And maybe we'll try and keep this thing running pretty straight like so. We could even tie it in on that side. Maybe. We'll see. So that's coming in here. And then maybe what we'll do is this. Yeah, maybe we'll do an extra access point there. Okay, now let's trim this guy back so we figure out what our stuff is going to look like. You know what? I'm almost tempted to get these guys to tie together there. So do something like this. And then find ourselves. Let's not get too crazy with the symmetry here. If we run it out that way, there we go, and we'll do it there. That's good, and maybe we just run something like this. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe this is getting a little. This little curve here is a little bit too much. Let's do that. Let's do that and try and find ourselves something that works as a straight line. There we go. That's okay. And then that's okay. Excellent. I like that a little bit more now. And then what we can do is we can find ourselves a little piece of road like this. Actually, let's start that quite straight up like so. Excellent. And we will run that straight through to the other side. So that kind of, I think, is our... You know what? Let's do this. There we go. Okay, so now this is our starting components for our new town here. I'm just thinking, maybe what we'll do is we'll do something like that as well. There we go. Now, the only thing is we probably will want to move this here. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's pretty good. What was that? Was that an electricity problem? Yeah, so we are having electricity problems. So this is going to be our new town area here. And I think probably not going to do too much in terms of getting this built. But what we may do is we may put some starter items in here. I'm also thinking we're building a lot of road segments here. We have rollers and pavers and so on. So that's okay. So I'm kind of tempted that we actually do start by... by getting a few of these roads built as well. So let's do that, and let's get this assigned, and then I think the teams will start building this by themselves, right? Let's go and make sure that it's looking for stuff. Oh yeah. So it's not. Oh yeah, it is finding its way. Perfect. So yeah, this is working pretty well. We've got all of this moving. Excellent. So that's actually looking pretty good. So we'll get a bit of a starter town going over here. We might not go crazy with size, but we'll make that start. Now we will need a bit of heating over here, and I'm thinking heating in this area. Let's quickly do a bit of a length test. So if we're running from there to we'll be able to run heating all the way to the other side. So this will be too close for heating. If we do heating here, we can't have town here. We may be able to start town facilities from that side. So we'll do housing on this side, and we'll do some other stuff in this area. And then we might not need to move the power lines here. So let's do that. We'll try, and we could even do the heating on this side, but I think this side might be better. So let's make a start with getting a pretty large heating guy in here. We're just going to go with the big one and get it all done. Ooh. Actually, I'm tempted to place it here instead. Yeah, if I place the heating here, we might have less issues with it. So let's flip it around and see what we can do. If we do that, yeah, that might be exactly what we need. And have 3 excavators at the moment. And we find it to work somewhere. And work down there. Next to the rail. But this is a little bit rough terrain here. We could get it to work something like this, actually. Maybe that side is still better. So if we do that, yeah, let's do that. That's okay, and we'll do a small aggregate storage. Storages aggregate. I can't never seem to find aggregate storages. Here we go. We'll go with the smallest one, like so. And I actually do want to. I'll do that, and we do want to make sure that we place one of these in between. Flip it around. Is that okay? Is that going to work? Yes, that'll work. We'll do that. Yes, that's all good. So we'll find ourselves a road for this. I'm going to just, I'm actually just going to run it. Like so. So let's make a start on those roads as well. So these guys are going to get really busy now. But that's okay, I don't mind it. So that's giving us a little bit of movement here in terms of getting this done. We still don't have firefighting. Oh, no, we do. We do now have firefighting here. And let's just double check what our range is like. I think we've got everything covered. Yeah, we should have everything covered. So until we get some better firefighting in this location, that's going to be okay. These are still doing. Those have all burnt down and we haven't rebuilt them yet. Yes, excellent. All good. Nice, this is being rolled. I like it. I like it. Just get all of this done and we'll start moving on all of these roads and we'll start moving on those roads. And that's going to be our heating over here. We may have sufficient oil here to do our own oil power here, but let's just leave the power for now. I'm happy to buy power from the border. That'll be good. And so that's our heating in that location. So that runs heating. What we don't have here is water and the like. So water might be a bit of an issue for us. So we'll have to have a look at how we deal with that. We may start off with technical services only and running in and out of the border to sort that out. That's something that we may end up doing. What else do we need? We've got heating, electricity we've got, water is okay. Water and sewage is maybe starting it through the technical services is what is of interest. And then from there, what else? We need to maybe start planning what our town is going to look like. So let's just make a start by putting in a shopping facility, a large one. This does everything we need, right? Do this one. Yeah, I'm actually using that one already. But let's do this one. That's pretty central right there. Let's make a start with that. We can get a bus station in here. At the same time, we will also need a facility, a warehouse to warehouse some of our stuff. We're not going to train it in. That guy's not too bad, but oh, we could do this one, to be honest. Let's do this one. We haven't really used it anywhere else. So let's do that one. Get ourselves a warehouse in there, and then let's get the big, some form of bus station in here. So what kind of a nice bus station can we do? Central bus station. That's actually not too bad, and we haven't actually used that yet. And if we do that, give ourselves a little bit of room here, but the central bus station would be pretty cool there. And then we can, but I won't connect any of these roads yet, because let's just get our first round of roads built as best we can. And then we'll go from there. I'm thinking things are moving along pretty quickly over here now, so that's good. I like it. So that's our starting point. This will be a little town where we can run some buses and get things to move, and then hopefully we can build things a little quicker from here on out. So let's quickly go back. That's the hour mark for us. So let's end the episode. I can probably start working on some of these things again. This one should be up and running and working. So we've got some stuff there. And, oh, that bridge is built. I like it. So the road is going, oh, look at this. Oh, my goodness, guys. Who's building this? Okay. Well, let's do it. Let's get it built. I'm not even opposed to it. This is already built. My goodness. And that is moving, and this is getting built. Look at how quick these guys are moving, but this is obviously putting a drain on our town. Okay, well, that's fine. Just leave it there. Excellent. Love seeing that. This is built. All of these things are built. That's built. This is moving. I like it. Certainly do. Is this, oh. There's a little slither there that's not assigned. So let's get that to be assigned. How's this going? I'm assuming this is not getting built. Oh, and all of that's not getting built either. Okay, well, let's, we can get our other vehicles. Where am I? Yeah, we can get our other vehicles that we already have to just move that through. We are struggling with electricity, it seems. Electricity is really a thing. Oh, I think we might be done with our connection to the end there. Okay, let's just make sure we're getting the rest of this moving. Can we please get that assigned? And off of this one, can we please get that assigned? And I think that should be sufficient. For the time being. Let's quickly move up here and see if we should assign one more little section on this side. There we go, all the way to the end there. What I'll do is I'll make a start with that one. So we'll just get a little piece moving there, and it should continue all the way to the end there. So we'll hook this up. So now we can actually do proper exports with our with rail. That would be awesome. This stuff is slowly moving through, right? Is this? Yeah, so this isn't actually continuing. This, we may not get all of this built, to be honest, but as long as we build a fair bit of this. Oh yes, you'll have to, that doesn't actually connect straight through there. We may have to see if we do in fact make a bit of a connection through on this side, but ultimately people can get up there, get off there and go this way, and similar do the same thing and go through there. So they can get from the one side to the other side, and we may not want tons of traffic to go around here, but that's cool. I like how much stuff we're actually getting built and how quickly we're getting it built. If we can. Yeah, we will need the metro to work in order for that to get there. Oh, this tunnel is moving. Look at that. Have we finished it off on this side? We have. We have finished this off. So tunnel bore machines coming through here, and then it'll run through there. Wow, we're moving. It's not massively rapid, but we're moving, and people are slowly getting a little bit happier. So that's good. That is a good thing for us. Okay, guys, I'm leaving it there. We've done a lot of stuff, including a new town on the border, and our airport is actually popping up pretty nicely over here. We're making some good inroads there, and our town is slow in development, but I don't know. Actually, I don't think anything else is actually under construction here. So we may have to make a bit of a start to slowly get things moving. I might. Let's just make sure. Sorry, I'm just going to say none of these are allowed. Actually, to be honest, I can come in over here, and I'm saying allow citizens to move into the city. No citizens can move in. So if I come here, it should say nothing is allowed. Okay, so that's all good. What I will do is just quickly plan out another little section where we can say people will go in there. Now we may want to leave that side open, in which case, actually, let's quickly cancel that. So cancel this one, cancel that one, and let's just tie them all in. Oh, it's not actually tied in over here. So one thing we will need is we will need to tie that in. Let's do that, and we'll need to let's just get the helicopter. Oh crap! Get that one to assign there, and then at the same time we will do the rest of these things. We can maybe make a start on that. We can also, of course, make a start on some of this. So let's get ExactChaos to just come and finish off some of these, and actually start on building all of this stuff. Oh, we need one more section there. But anyway, make a start on there. We won't have citizens moving in, so that's okay. Let's get those paths running, and we'll get... Oh, they can't actually get there. Can we get the helicopters to come here? Yes, yes, and yes. So let's get the helicopters to do those pieces, so we can start building those. We will need to build this one, so let's just make a start on... That's interesting. Okay, well let's do that, and we'll do something like this. So let's get that assigned. We'll get the helicopter to start work on this, and we'll get these guys to make a start over there. Perfect. Okay, well, lots of stuff happening. We'll leave it there. Again, I've gone over time as per usual. This is practically ready to go. If we can get the rail to get finished, we can then start unloading some coal here, and that will allow us to switch on more power in this location, which is definitely something that I'm super keen on getting done. So that's very important for us. And yeah, we'll see in the next episode while we continue to do tons of other bits and pieces all over the show. This is also moving along now, so hopefully we can get the extra prison done soon. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.